There was a post on LinkedIn this week that went viral, and it went so viral with negative comments that the person who posted it had to turn off the comments, which is when you know it gets bad on LinkedIn. Basically, the post was about somebody interviewing in a t-shirt, and the interviewer basically said that they didn't even want to consider them for the role. It was super unprofessional, and they basically said that people shouldn't show up in t-shirts, it's unprofessional, blah, 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 blah. The person who made the post was basically saying that that's a pretty dumb reason not to hire somebody, and you shouldn't base your judgment on somebody's ability to do the job on like what they're wearing or what they look like. We are in a really interesting time because there's a lot of generations in the workplace, and there's kind of a mix between traditional thinking and then newer thinking when it comes to topics like remote work and culture and in-office work and professional, and what does that even mean. My personal take on stuff like this is companies can really do what they want. So if an interviewer doesn't want to hire somebody because of what they wear or what they look like, that's really on them. And the way that I've landed on this is I would personally never work for a company like that. I think companies should prioritize results over anything. So if somebody shows up in a t-shirt or a cutoff, they've got tattoos, their haircut looks a certain way, I don't really care. Fundamentally, I care about results. And so to me, any company that's really judging people based on those things is not a company that I would want to work at. But that doesn't mean that they aren't entitled to make a decision, because after all, you're applying there. They're the ones who are going to be paying you, and they may want you to appear a certain way or look a certain way. So I think as job seekers, now you've really got to make decisions on what is the culture like and what's acceptable. So if you want to go to work in a t-shirt and you feel like, hey, I can be professional in a t-shirt, or I can have tattoos that people are seeing, or whatever it is, that is totally your right too. And honestly, when you're interviewing at places, if an interviewer calls you out on that, or they say that's unprofessional, or you don't get the job, then that's not actually a bad thing. They're entitled to their opinion, you're entitled to yours. But I think we're going to see more and more of this question of like, what is professionalism? And it's going to surface more and more, especially in traditional industries. I'm really excited for the future. I'm somebody who doesn't really do well in corporate environments because of things like this. But I think you've got to figure out what type of work environment works best for you.